Hello and welcome again to Tilt Brush with me, Wizard Keen. I'm going to be doing some drawing today, and I reached out on Twitter to ask everybody what they wanted me to draw, and Ma Dixon, in fact, she said I want you to draw a flamingo on an island. So that's what I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw a flamingo on an island. So let's just start off with. So I've got a pedestal, and I thought I'd be able to do it on this pedestal here. So we'll see how that goes. So first things first, let's get some oil paint and let's go in and get a kind of a beachy kind of a beach area here, and try not to bump into my microphone. Let's do a kind of beach, make it kind of really 3D. Okay, cool. Splishy splashy. There we go. Bumping into it as well. So there we go. It's kind of getting there. Kind of a beach effect. Now, let's also do some. Let's do some sea as well. Okay, sort of sploshing around here as well. There's the sea lapping up. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is amazing. Okay, literally we can kind of do, how big can I get? Oh, I can get it really big. Okay, that is great. So there's the big kind of ocean. And let's get a darker colour. Let's do a darker colour underneath as well. And a couple of, I want some smaller waves. Just splashing around. I could just really get into the wave bits here, and then some kind of just. Okay, we need some foam, some sea foam. Okay, and then very sea foamy. That's a bit pink, isn't it? Maybe that's my. Maybe it's the light in here. Okay, so there we go. Pretty good island there. So let's get some. We want a what did I say again? Not a pelican, which is what I'm thinking of. Something pink. A flamingo. So we really want kind of flamingo legs sticking out here, and we'll draw them up like this. Okay, so there are flamingo legs. Let's just do a kind of funny little kneecap there as well. Okay, flamingo legs, and then we want a kind of flamingo. I get reports about Steam updates in Steam. Fantastic. Let's think about a flamingo. What kind of I wonder what velvet ink is. Let's just do a little test over here. That's what velvet ink looks like. How big can I get velvet ink? Not that big. It's kind of a bit see-through. It might look good, but it's kind of not quite what I want. So let's get rid of that. Let's go next door. Smoke. Thick paint. I wonder what thick paint would look like. I've got to be careful here because I want to. It's funny because I was playing. Oh, that's it. That is it. There, and then it's kind of like we need a kind of flamingo head, don't we? Oh yeah, that is perfect. Flamingo, and really kind of think about this 3D and kind of layer it up. There's its body. What kind of beak does it have? It kind of has a black beak. I might have to do a different kind of brush for the beak, not wire. Let's try ink. Oh, that's it. That is it. That is pretty good. I need an eye of some description. I need to make this really small. So let's just put an eye there. We want a black background to really make the eye pop right out. Okay. I really want to highlight it, so I wonder if oh, maybe just a dot of light. Ding. This is crazy Flamingo. Okay, this is pretty good. Let's get not light, but back into maybe an oil paint. Just shrink it down a little bit. Just sort of need a light kind of highlighter kind of. Just to have some variety in here as well. I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to have a little bit more of pebbles or some splatters, some beach splatter. Let's get my let's get just a bit of variety in here as well, so we can. It feels a bit. There we go. A bit random around here as well. That looks pretty good. Let's just for fun do a fish jumping out of the water. I want a kind of steely fish kind of colour. Which will probably be a kind of that kind of colour. What should I do? Let's do a paper fish. Let's do a kind of fish like this with wings. Okay, and then a kind of a little fishy face. Okay, that's pretty good. I need some ink, and we'll just really shrink that right down and kind of just make just a really lovely. Kind of a fishy. There we go. Some gills over here. A kind of big fish eye. There we go. So kind of. And we'll just do some scales on it as well. I'll get right down here so you can kind of see the scales that I'm doing. We just need some highlights in here too. So we're just gonna. I don't know what kind of to do with the highlights. Maybe some oil paint, but really shrink it down. So just with that doesn't really look. That doesn't really. It's not really kind of cooking where I want it to cook. It might be better to just to kind of almost go behind the lines that I've already kind of created. Just zap it a little bit. Bring it up. Let's have a look. That looks pretty good. Let's just get some back to my ink, which is here, and just shrink it down. Kind of to actually do some like some like movement lines that are actually in 3D. There we go. That looks wonderful. So there we have a fish. Jumping, a flying fish, which I added, granted, a flamingo, basically on an island in the sea. It looks pretty good. So if I crouch down, I can actually look underneath it. This is pretty good. I can kind of bob up through the ocean. Bloop, 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 bloop. There's my fish. Oh, it's really close. And there's my flamingo right at the top. So let's save that. So we're going to save to gallery. Get right back here. Take a picture. I'm definitely going to keep that. I'm also going to just